Okay, this is Quiz Night, Adults Level 2, page 72, Unit 9C. Quiz Night. Quiz is questions and answers for fun, for interesting information. This is Quiz Night, and our grammar is comparative adjectives. Big, bigger. Old, older. Beautiful, more beautiful. Example, is the US bigger than Mexico? Yes, it's 5 times bigger. Okay, in class, you check other things. For us, let's start here with quiz night. So, 8 questions, true or false. Let's do the answers. Number 1, the North Pole is colder than the South Pole. That is false. The South Pole is colder than the North Pole. Carrots are sweeter than tomatoes. That's true. Carrots are sweeter, more sugar than tomatoes. A proton is heavier than an electron. That's true. A proton is heavier, has more mass than an electron. The White House is bigger than Buckingham Palace. The White House is in the United States, where the president lives. Buckingham Palace is in the UK, where the king lives. That's false. Buckingham Palace is bigger than the White House. Number 5, oranges are healthier than strawberries. That's false. Healthier, better for our body. So strawberries are healthier than oranges. Female mosquitoes are more dangerous than male mosquitoes. That's true. Female mosquitoes are more dangerous. In judo, a green belt is better than a blue belt. That's false. A blue belt is better than a green belt. Better is good. A blue belt is good. A green belt is better. And number 8, hepatitis A is worse than hepatitis B. That's false. That's false. Hepatitis B is worse than hepatitis A. Worse is like bad. Bad and worse, good and better. Okay, so comparing 2 things, North Pole and South Pole, with the adjective cold. North Pole is colder than the South Pole. Let's check. So here, for example, part 3, comparative adjectives. Look at the adjectives in the quiz sentences and answer the questions. You can pause to check this. Using adjectives to compare 2 things. What 2 letters do you put at the end of 1-syllable adjectives? For example, cold. That's ER. Cold, colder. Hot, hotter. Why is big different? Big, similar to hot, is different because B-I-G-G-E-R, bigger, double consonant. What happens when an adjective ends in Y? For example, healthy. Healthy changes the Y to an I and then ER. Healthy, healthier. Number 4, what word do you put in front of long adjectives like dangerous, beautiful, intelligent? That's more. More beautiful, more intelligent, more dangerous. What is the comparative of good and bad? Good is better and bad is worse. For example, what's the missing word? China is bigger Japan. With comparatives, we use than. China is bigger than Japan. So let's check the grammar bank and do some practice exercises. So in your book, it's page 140. Here we are. Yeah, write the comparative form of these adjectives. Example, big and bigger. Okay, pause and complete. Okay, let's check. So, high and higher. High for one, higher for two, ER. Dirty and dirtier. Change the Y to an I, dirtier. Dangerous and more dangerous. Dangerous is a long adjective, so no ER. More dangerous. Good is irregular. Good changes to better. Thin is a short adjective, but we need two N's. Thinner. Slow is regular and short, so slower. Healthy is short, but with a Y, so change to IER. Far is another irregular adjective. There are two options, farther or further. I prefer further, personally, more common in English. Comfortable is a long adjective, so more comfortable. And bad is irregular, like good and far, so worse. Only three irregulars in English: good, bad, and far. For other adjectives, think, are they short, one syllable, or two syllables? Or are they long, three syllables, more, short with ER? For example, B, complete with a comparative adjective and than. For example, my sister is younger than me. She's only 18. Complete with the adjective in brackets. Pause and complete. Okay, let's check. Number one, the farmer's market is the supermarket for vegetables, adjective cheap. The farmer's market is cheaper than the supermarket for vegetables. Abasto is cheaper than Fidalga for vegetables too. Italian is for Spanish students. It is for English students. Adjective easy. Italian is easier, IER, for Spanish students than it is for English students. It rains a lot in the spring. April is July. April is wetter than. More water, wet. This restaurant is when it first opened. The adjective is busy. Change the Y to IER with than. Come in the summer. The weather is in the spring. Adjective good. That's irregular. Better than. The weather is better than in the spring. I love science. I find it history. I find it interesting is a long adjective, so more interesting than history. Cusco is from the ocean, Lima. Far is irregular, so further from the ocean than Lima. Number 8, I'm my brother. He's very tall. I'm shorter than my brother. He's very tall. The situation is it was last year. Bad is irregular. Worse than it was last year. And skiing is I thought it was. Difficult is a long adjective, so more difficult than I thought it was. Okay, those are your answers. Listen again to practice. Hope it helps.